Just waiting. I'm live today on Facebook, on your Facebook page, and on LinkedIn, and might next week, or 2 weeks' time, try on Twitter as well. But we'll see. Okay, so yeah, I'm still waiting. We'll go live. Oh, we're going live. Okay. Hello and welcome, everybody. We are live, and I'm going to remove the card, and we're going to go like this. And it's Friday, and it's Ask Angelika, Season 6, Episode 3, German Sentences for Crazy Golf. Angelika, would you like to explain a little bit more?
Well, we've been looking at hobbies in Season 6. Well, we've only this is only Episode 3. So we've had, forgotten. Oh, yeah, we had chess. Chess was the first hobby. And then we had golf last time as a second hobby. And then I thought that fits in nicely, actually. Mini golf sort of fits in, or crazy golf fits in nicely with golf. Slight difference, I would say. Golf, if you want to play golf, you're doing this for a hobby. This is not a one-off. Oh, I've never played golf before, I'm just going to do it once or do it on holidays and that. Crazy golf, yes, people do this as a hobby, but a lot of people actually play crazy golf because there is a course where they are on holidays. And then they think, oh, I fancy playing that, but they may actually not even know how to play it. So I've got a little bit here of sort of questions and answers about crazy golf in today's sentences. Some of them are nice and easy. Some of them are a little bit harder.
I can agree on that.
Well, they're a bit longer anyway, for starters.
If you're eagle-eyed, you'll have noticed that when Angelika said Episode 3, I quickly changed the title at the bottom. So I didn't put the 3 in. So welcome to the show. And then we get with the 3 in. Ask Angelika, German Sentences for Crazy Golf, Season 6, Episode 3. Very good. Okay, now the way this works is that Angelika has put together some sentences in German with the English translations. We're going to work through them. I'm going to read them. Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then together we will turn them into English. So crazy golf it is. Many happy hours spent. I'm going to mention Southport. Southport's got a great crazy golf course. So shout out to Southport. And phrase 1, I'm going to read the phrase. Angelika will help me get it right. Phrase 1, wie spielt man Minigolf?
Yeah, wie spielt man Minigolf?
Right, spielen is to play. Minigolf is the same word, isn't it? Well, no, we say crazy golf, don't we?
It's certainly in the UK. I'm looking in the dictionary. Mini golf was in there as well, so I'm not sure. But I normally know it that people call it crazy golf, so that's how I translated it.
So there we are. How do you play crazy golf? Is the translation?
Because that was sort of the scenario I was thinking of. You're in Germany on holidays, and somebody else, either a relative who you're visiting or somebody in the hotel, says, sollen wir Minigolf spielen? Maybe the hotel has got one. And you think, oh, yeah, actually, I fancy doing that, but wie spielt man Minigolf?
Wie spielt man Minigolf? Okay, we're about to find out. Phrase 2. Minigolf wird mit Ball und Schläger auf einer Minigolfanlage gespielt. I mangled that.
It's the compound nouns, isn't it? Minigolf wird mit Ball und Schläger auf einer Minigolfanlage. That's where the break is. Minigolfanlage gespielt.
Minigolfanlage. So it's the word split, because we use these compound nouns, but that that threw me for a moment. Okay, so Minigolfanlage. Okay, Minigolf is played with a ball. Thank you.
Yeah, with a ball.
With a ball and a stick, a putter.
A club.
A club.
Putter. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Like a golf club, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So mini golf is played with a ball and a golf club on a mini golf course.
Yeah. Mini golf or crazy golf. So you think you've got
Crazy
three words there for Minigolfanlage. You've got three words: crazy golf course.
Well, and then when you were researching this, I introduced you to pitch and putt,
Which I've never heard before.
which is somewhere between crazy golf and real golf. So crazy golf is played with a ball and a club on a crazy golf course. Press 3. Der Ball soll mit möglichst wenigen Schlägen ins Ziel gebracht werden.
Ja, der Ball soll mit möglichst wenigen Schlägen ins Ziel gebracht werden.
Okay. Okay, mine's gone a blank, which is not good in a live broadcast. The ball should be the ball. I'm going to was ist Ziel?
Ziel, that's the target.
Okay, the hole.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ball should be played into the hole. Well, let's find out. Oh, wait a minute. Now, do you want to read it, translate it properly?
Well, you almost translated everything. Mit möglichst wenigen Schlägen, which is as few strokes as possible.
Right.
Because the idea is not to hit it as many times as possible. It's
okay, gotcha. So the translation is the ball should be hit into the target with as few strokes as possible. So few strokes. How many strokes? Next question.
You translated it before you read it.
No. Wie viele Schläge sind pro Loch erlaubt?
Yeah, wie viele Schläge sind pro Loch erlaubt? Well, you've already started the translation.
How many strokes are allowed per hole?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and I didn't know the answer to this. I'm not going to say it now because I've done the bit of playing ahead. How many strokes are allowed per hole? So phrase 5. Bei den offiziellen Regeln sind pro Bahn nur 6 Schläge zugelassen.
Ja, bei den offiziellen Regeln sind pro Bahn nur 6 Schläge zugelassen.
Right, I didn't know crazy golf had real rules. I mean, when my family played when I was younger, a bit younger, there were no rules. It was who got in the hole in the least strokes. I didn't realise there were rules to stop you doing right. Okay, from the official rules, per hole you're allowed 6 strokes.
Yeah, I mean, if you play it more, well, I don't want to say professionally, but if you play it properly rather than a holiday game, yeah, then there need to be rules, and the rules is you're allowed 6, and if you don't hit the hole within those 6 hits, then you automatically get a 7th point. So you're getting 7 points per target if you don't hit it. When you're playing with a family, yeah, you're not in a competition. You do what you like. So you make your own rules. You can either saying, "Oh, we're just going to stay here until everybody's fed up and wants to go home," because you're still trying to get your ball into the first hole, or you're saying, "Well, we do 10 or 20 or whatever." It's entirely up to you. But these are the official rules.
Okay. So,
which I didn't know either.
According to the official rules, only 6 hits are allowed per hole.
Well, per the lane where you go from the start to the hole.
So the individual holes are called. I'm going to put this on screen. Oh, wait a minute. Schläger.
No, Schläger are the hits.
Bahn.
The Bahn. Bahn is the hole. It's the course of the first hole, for example, because normally with crazy golf you've got some obstacles, or so it's not always the case of a straight hit. You may have to go over a little mountain or go through a little tunnel or whatever, and from the starting point to the hole, that whole thing is called a Bahn.
Okay, phrase 6. Wie viel kostet eine Runde Minigolf?
Ja, wie viel kostet eine Runde Minigolf?
Right. Wie viel kostet is how much does it cost?
Yeah.
Eine Runde is a round. Minigolf is minigolf. So how much does it cost for a round of minigolf?
Yeah, exactly. If you're on holidays, this may be important. You may have spent too much money already on other things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wie viel kostet you can use virtually any time you want to know the price of something.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. So translation of 6 is how much does a round of mini golf cost?
Or crazy golf, whichever way you call it in English.
Schreibst du die Punkte auf?
Yeah. Schreibst du die Punkte auf?
Schreiben is to write. So schreibst du, do you write the points down?
Well, aufschreiben is to write down. Yeah.
Yeah. But we would say, are you keeping score?
Keeping score, yeah.
Yeah.
Because somebody has to be responsible for it. So you need to make sure you've got somebody, so you don't start playing and then somebody says, who's writing it down? I've just got a hole in one and nobody wrote it down.
There's quite possibly an app for that. You never know.
No idea. That wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
Yeah.
Wie viele Schläge hast du gebraucht?
Yeah. Wie viele Schläge hast du gebraucht?
So this is the end of the crazy golf round, and you are asking.
This is the end of not the end. Well, it could be the end of the whole round, yes. But it could also be when you're at one of the holes and the person who is writing down the scores or keeping the score hasn't paid attention.
Right. So after each hole then, and translation is how many strokes did you take?
Yeah.
And
it's easy so done that you're forgetting it, isn't it? That you're missing one and they've already done another one and you think, hang on, did they do 5 or 6?
Okay, so we're going to go back to the beginning now. Angelika will read the German perfectly, of course, and I shall do the English translation. Now we're going to go back to phrase 1.
Wie spielt man Minigolf?
How do you play crazy golf?
I haven't played it for years. Minigolf wird mit Ball und Schläger auf einer Minigolfanlage gespielt.
Translates to, crazy golf is played with a ball and club on a crazy golf course. Phrase 3.
Der Ball soll mit möglichst wenigen Schlägen ins Ziel gebracht werden.
Translation. The ball should be hit into the target with as few strokes as possible.
Wie viele Schläge sind pro Loch erlaubt?
How many strokes are allowed per hole? Phrase 5.
Bei den offiziellen Regeln sind pro Bahn nur 6 Schläge zugelassen.
According to the official rules, only 6 hits are allowed per lane, and as Angelika explained, if you don't get 6, you get 7.
Yeah, exactly. Automatically.
Yeah. Phrase 6.
Wie viel kostet eine Runde Minigolf?
How much does a round of mini golf cost? Do we know?
It depends on the course.
Yeah.
And also how many lanes they have. A lot of them seem to have 18, but I've actually found out there is one near us and they've only got 9.
Right. Yeah.
So they advertise it as a great afternoon with a family, you know, come and play mini or crazy golf with your kids. So that would be a lot cheaper than something else. So that depends on who's got the course.
Okay. Whereabouts is the course? Because we might go and play. You never know.
This is at Slay, which is almost walking distance from us, just round the corner. I didn't know there was one.
Got to go and see it. Well, we saw the swimming pool this morning on Facebook, didn't we?
The one that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
Yeah. Schreibst du die Punkte auf?
It's phrase 7, and the translation of phrase 7 is, "Are you keeping score?"
And wie viele Schläge hast du gebraucht?
And translation of phrase number 8, how many strokes did you take? Now, it's at this time of the broadcast that I bring in an extra picture, take off our last sentence, and hide my camera and say, Angelika, can you tell us a little bit more about the item that's on screen?
It's just a quick reminder again of the vocab book, which is not quite like your traditional vocab books that you can buy in the shops, because they just have lists like this where you can write down your newly learned words, in this case in German and your own language. So in our case it would be English here, but it also has space for sentences, because I always like to emphasize that you should really learn your vocab with sentences as well. Because especially with German grammar, we have so many different, we've got 4 cases, we've got different genders, and the words like the articles change, adjective endings change depending on where the adjective is. So rather than, I'm just looking at the sentences we've just had.
Yeah.
Or past tense, we've got zugelassen. Yeah, so where does that come from? That sort of thing. Yeah, we've got past tense here, perfect tense, gebracht. Yeah, so don't just write down gebracht. Yeah, write down that or if you learn the verb bringen, yeah, to bring, and then you can have a sentence with the past tense as well. That sort of reinforces the grammar as well, that rather just new vocabulary. And I have got 2. I've got one in red and one in orange, and this is the one in orange, but they're both the same anyway. That's just a preference of your color of kappa. And you've got enough space here, so I've divided it into 25, I think, or was it 24? I can't remember now. I think 25 topics, so you can have them according to the topic. So if you wanted to write down sentences from the mini golf one, so you might have a sporty topic, you could put in the sentences from last session about golf and mini golf, and also the new vocabulary. If you've never heard the word Punkt or Punkte, that would just go down as one vocabulary, or Regeln as rules. And then later on, you can just, if you need to check something, rather than going through pages of pages, I know I've written this down somewhere, I know, and you're going and you can't find it. You can look in your own index. There we are. I wrote about mini golf and it was on that page, and then it's easier to find.
It's a great way to actually change things slightly. It's a great way to track your progress. Yeah, and to be able to go back and revise, especially if you categorize them by topic.
Yeah, I've seen students who make lots of notes, and then at some stage they think, yeah, I know I've written that one down already, but where is it? Yeah, and I'm the same. I mean, I've got a notebook where I scribble things in there, and then later on I think, I know I made a note of this somewhere. If only I knew where. So at least with your German vocabulary, you've got it down in topics and you can make a note of it, and it makes it a little bit easier to find.
Brilliant. Okay, when are we returning with our next broadcast?
We're returning in 2 weeks' time. I don't even know what the date is, nor do I know what the topic will be. That's good, isn't it?
It's 22nd.
Right. Okay. And the topic will be another hobby or another sport.
So, shrouded in mystery, we're going to go and search out our crazy golf course, and we'll report back in 2 weeks' time. Angelika, we'd like to close the broadcast.
Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's been useful, especially if you like playing mini golf or have always fancied playing mini golf. And hope to see you again in the next show. Until then, it's just for me.
Und tschüss von mir. Okay, we are out.